Hey guys, what's going on? William with CarboxylGaming here, and today I have a commentary for you over some Black Ops 2 footage. This is a LSAT gameplay. It's the second round of a domination game. I played pretty well in the first round. I got a few streaks, but I went on a bit of a death streak towards the end, so I just decided I wanted to bring you the second round, and it is a bit of a campy gameplay, mainly because I am using an LMG, but I do defend the objective fairly well, and I hope you enjoy it. So the main topic of this video I wanted to talk about is the biggest flops or disappointments in gaming history, that is. And the first one I want to talk about is the PlayStation Vita. So, although the PlayStation Vita was supposed to get, it got really great reviews, and even Kotaku, who is usually pretty harsh, recommended it because it was really, it was really good. The hardware and the specs are all amazing, but the PlayStation Vita did have a few downfalls. Mainly, it doesn't have a great selection of games, although there are a bunch of stuff from like the PlayStation Store. It doesn't allow you to get as many games as you would like. They don't utilize the dual sticks as much as I think they should. Like, I believe there should be some more first-person shooter games on there, and there aren't a lot of them. And it was ridiculously expensive upon release, plus the memory cards that you had to buy to use it were also ridiculously expensive for such a small amount of memory, and it just all kind of culminated in it just didn't sell, which was disappointing because it could have been really great. I think another thing that had made the Vita fail was that it just released too late. If it released like 3 or 4 years earlier, it would have been a big success, but we're reaching the end of the mobile, just gaming, like handheld gaming consoles, I guess you could say, and it's moving more towards mobile devices are also playing games. So the Vita just didn't. It kind of a mix of price mixed with lack of selection mixed with just inopportune timing, and that was mainly what caused the downfall of the Vita. Now the next one I want to talk about is a bit older. It's from Nintendo. It's called the Virtual Boy, and a lot of you may not have heard of this console because, well, it kind of sucked and it flopped pretty early on. Well, the concept of it was very cool. What it is it's a stand with basically a virtual reality machine where you look inside and it's 3D, and you can see the players in 3D, and it looks really cool. But the only problem is it gave really bad headaches when you looked in it, and I'll show you a picture on the screen now, and that's kind of why. Like, you'll see it's all, I don't know, it just looks like if you played it for a while, you might die. So, also the game selection wasn't great, it was ridiculously expensive, and it was just really early for its time. Like, there's a bunch of things now that are mimicking virtual reality, and a lot of stuff that Valve, I know, is working on to mimic that kind of thing, and the Virtual Boy kind of started that whole revolution, but it was just so early on that it was never going to succeed in what it was meant to do. So that's the second one. It's called the Virtual Boy. I'll put a picture on the screen now so you can see what it looks like from the outside, and it was released in 1995. So now the virtual reality machines are kind of coming back, and it's 2013, so it was a little bit early, but it kind of sparked a revolution. So the final flop I want to talk about is about the OnLive gaming console. So what this is it was a kind of a design back in 2009, I believe, and what they just thought they should do, or tried to do with it, is they wanted to make a console that you connected to the internet, and all of your games were streamed from the internet, and nothing was on the console itself. So you relied basically completely on your internet connection to make sure all of your games ran seamlessly onto your TV or monitor or wherever you were running it. And back in 2009, the infrastructure for the internet wasn't as good as it is now. Obviously, everything's always improving. So it was very choppy and laggy, and it didn't really get off the ground too well in that regard. I think now they're still actually running this service, but it is much better, obviously, because the internet infrastructure's, better. So I believe if the console came out just a bit later, it would have allowed for more seamless entertainment, and the whole project wouldn't have flopped, and people wouldn't have gotten off board with it, and it could have actually been something really cool. And what we are seeing is this kind of whole thing coming back in the Ouya gaming console. It's not exactly internet, all internet all the time, but it is kind of bringing back the small console with the internet mainly providing the infrastructure for it. So those are my flops. If you care to add some or disagree with any of my choices, please leave that into the comments below. Also like the video and subscribe if you enjoy my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.